Bienvenidos and welcome to another episode of Spain on a Fork. Today we're making a classic recipe from Spain that's not only very easy to make, but it's truly filled with so much Spanish soul. We're talking Bacalao a la Romana con Pisto. This dish is basically cod fillets that you dust off in flour and egg wash and then fry in extra virgin olive oil until they're golden fried. And then you add them over some homemade Spanish Pisto, which is basically ratatouille that truly takes this dish to the next level of goodness. Folks, we're talking a ton of flavors, just a handful of ingredients, and all done in about 30 minutes. Really quick before we start, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Phil Segarra, David Machado, Tommy Williams, Jim Schallert, and Barbara Eastman. And guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. All right, let's just dive right into this. I'm gonna heat a fry pan with a medium heat and add in a quarter cup of extra virgin olive oil, which is 60 milliliters. Important to use the good stuff here. It is what truly flavors the entire dish. The link where you can get the Spanish one I'm using in the description box below. While the oil is heating, I'm going to roughly chop one medium-sized onion, thinly slice 4 cloves of garlic, cut 1 red bell pepper into bite-sized pieces, and 1 small zucchini into bite-sized pieces as well. Then we'll add in the chopped ingredients into the hot fry pan, except for the zucchini. And we'll mix the ingredients around. That way they're all coated in the olive oil. And you don't have to mix this around continuously, but do get under every minute or so. That way everything evenly sautés. After about 3 to 4 minutes and the onion slightly translucent, we'll add in the chopped zucchini. And we're going to saute these ingredients for a few more minutes. And once again, you don't have to mix this continuously, but do get under every minute or so. After cooking the zucchini for about 3 to 4 minutes, and all the ingredients are lightly sauteed, I'm going to add in a 15-ounce count of diced tomatoes, which is 425 grams. And season everything with sea salt, freshly cracked black pepper, and just a dash of white sugar to cut the acid from the tomatoes. And we'll give it a mix until it's well mixed together. And then we'll lower the fire to a low-medium heat and simmer our vegetables. That way all the flavors can develop. In the meantime, let's start cooking up our fish. I'm going to heat a separate fry pan with a medium heat and add in a quarter cup of extra virgin olive oil, which once again is 60 milliliters. While the oil is heating, I'm going to add 3 cod fillets over some paper towels and pat them completely dry. The size of the fillets that I'm using are 7 ounces, which is 200 grams each. And I am using cod here about frozen and thawed out, but you can also use the fresh stuff here, as well as any other type of firm white fish. Then we'll season the cod fillets with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper, and you want to do this on both sides. And then cut each fillet into 2 evenly sized pieces for a total of 6 pieces of fish. Then we'll add in half a cup of all-purpose flour into a shallow bowl, which is 60 grams. And crack in 2 eggs into a separate shallow bowl. Then we'll season the eggs with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll whisk the eggs together. Then we'll coat each piece of cod first in the flour and then into the egg wash. And you want to make sure at each stage that they're fully coated all around. Then we'll move back to the fry pan. Once the olive oil is nice and hot, we'll add in the pieces of fish. And you want to make sure they're on a single layer and evenly spaced out. And we're going to go for about 3 minutes per side here until the pieces of fish are golden fried and just cook through. Once the pieces of fish are golden fried and just cooked through, once again about 3 minutes per side, we'll remove them from the fry pan and transfer them to a dish with paper towels. While the pieces of fish are resting, you want to let them sit there for a few minutes. Let's make a very simple mayo alioli that truly complements this dish. I'm going to add in 2 cloves of garlic that I roughly chopped into a mortar, along with a quarter teaspoon of saffron threads, which is 0.17 grams. Link where you can get the Spanish saffron I'm using from Golden Saffron in the description box below. And a pinch of sea salt. And using a pestle, we'll pound down on the ingredients until we form a paste-like texture. You can also use a food processor here, hand blender, or even a NutriBullet. Then we'll add in half a cup of mayonnaise, which is 120 grams. Squeeze in 1 teaspoon of fresh lemon juice, which is 5 milliliters. And drizzle in 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, which is 15 milliliters. Then we'll season with a kiss of sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And whisk it together until we end up with a beautiful creamy sauce. Okay, let's move back to the vegetables. After simmering them between 10 to 15 minutes and all the flavors have developed, this dish is ready to go. I'm going to remove the pan from the heat. Transfer some of the vegetables into a serving dish. Top it off with some of the fried cod. And a dollop of the mayo alioli. And for the final touch, we'll garnish with fresh parsley. Check it out, Bacalao a la Romana con Pisto, a classic Spanish fish recipe, easy to make, beautiful presentation, and all done in about 30 minutes. Let's give this a try and see how it turned out. Once again folks, Bacalao a la Romana con Pisto, this I am so excited to try. Moment of truth, here we go. This is out of this world good. That cod has a beautiful texture on the outside, the inside nice and flaky. The Spanish pisto, the ratatouille, gives it that lift of goodness. And that very simple mayo alioli rounds out for the perfect balance of goodness. Easy to make, heart healthy, give it a try at home. Serve it next to a crunchy baguette to mop up all that goodness. And a bottle of Spanish wine, more specifically from the region of Romana, and have yourself a fabulous meal. Enjoyed today's video, hit that like button. Leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.